continue to talk about cold temperatures for much of this week. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
During this time, we've had to be a little bit more creative.
They're on the front lines of this crisis, what it's like to be a nurse helping fight COVID-19.
We are the first police academy in the state of Illinois.
And the pandemic isn't going to stop that. How things are about to change when it comes to new recruits.
The unemployment line in Illinois is longer than it has ever been, why many workers may have to wait another month to get their first check.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
As you can imagine, being a nurse at this time is challenging sometimes.
Carle Hospital in Urbana is caring for 9 COVID-19 patients right now, and the hospital staff have been working hard to keep up with the growing need and constant changes during this pandemic. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Roscoe. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting talked with the nursing leader at Carle, and she has the story.
Keeping a hospital running takes the combined effort of a lot of people. Teresa Green is one of those dedicated workers. She oversees the nursing staff at the hospital, where they're caring for 9 COVID-19 patients.
We try to do everything that we can for the patient in that one time so that we're really conserving our PPE and making sure that we're limiting the number of times that we're having to go travel throughout a department.
Staff are also limiting face-to-face interaction.
And I think we all enjoy communicating with one another face-to-face, but during this time we've had to be a little bit more creative. So whether that's via Zoom meetings or emails.
Carle has implemented some ways to keep nurses from wearing work clothes home.
At the hospital here in Urbana, we have a scrub central, which is amazing. So we can change out of scrubs before we even go home. And then in terms of PPE, anyone that walks in the building has access to a mask as soon as they walk into the building.
One thing that nurses want people to remember is that even though they're taking care of COVID-19 patients, they are still here for people who need other necessary care.
If you are having any symptoms that are emergent, such as chest pain, shortness of breath, any symptoms of stroke, we absolutely do not want you to hesitate to come to the emergency room to receive the care that you need.
But while the work can be exhausting, Green says it's more rewarding than anything else.
At Carle, we have this opportunity to serve our community in a really meaningful way during this time. So it's easy to find gratitude in those moments where we know that we're doing everything that we can to keep the community safe.
In Urbana, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Now, Carle is still taking donations of N95 masks and any cloth masks you might have. They ask everyone to follow CDC guidelines and wear one while in public, but to also be aware they don't prevent the spread. The best thing you can do is stay home. 74 more people have died from COVID-19. That makes 794 deaths total in the state of Illinois. There are more than 1,100 new cases, and that brings the total cases to around 22,000. That is now in 87 counties in Illinois. Now, most of the cases in Macon County are related to a senior facility in Decatur. The health department confirms 31 of the 42 people are tied to Fair Havens. The CDC and state public health have guidelines for facilities after they have confirmation of a positive test. It includes ending all group activities, performing temperature checks for residents and staff, and limiting visitation to essential personnel. Decatur City Manager wants people living there to be aware of what's going on so they can slow the spread.
People need to know that if you've had any contact with the staff or with other people that may have come and gone from Fairhaven, to take the appropriate action, to be careful and be cognizant of your symptoms.
Now, Macon County Public Health says they normally wouldn't identify long-term senior facilities, but they say they're letting people know about this one to keep communication open with the community. Hundreds of state workers are racing to process a record number of claims from workers wanting unemployment benefits, but frustrations are piling up from those who can't get through the logjam. Our Capitol Bureau Chief Mark Maxwell is live in Springfield tonight. Mark, the governor defended his team from critics who say they should have planned for this.
Jennifer, that's right. The timeline is key here. It was 5 weeks ago that Governor Pritzker started holding these daily coronavirus press briefings. He's had this task force and this team looking at the coronavirus every day since. And it was more than 3 weeks ago that he ordered all non-essential businesses to stop their operations. That's that time that they've had until now, and yet still the state's unemployment website undergoing a lot of stress, people still having a tough time getting through and reaching someone. That's why House Republicans today shared just a few of the flood of complaints that are coming into their offices.
Some constituents have told me that they have tried every day for the last 2 weeks to get a hold of a live person at IDES and have had no success.
House Republicans joined their leader Jim Durkin in a video call Monday morning to demand an immediate fix to the state's sagging unemployment system.
These are people desperately asking for help.
Governor Pritzker blamed the delays on outdated computer systems and a record number of new jobless claims flooding the system.
We've assigned hundreds of state employees to work around the clock to respond at the fastest rate possible.
Durkin called on Governor Pritzker to enlist the help of state workers at other agencies to pitch in and help out.
The demand continues to exceed the manpower at IDES.
The governor said the state's IT agency overhauled the main unemployment website. Google and other tech firms built a virtual bot to answer frequently asked questions 24/7. And the state is working to expand new benefits Congress made available last month. At his daily press conference Monday afternoon, Pritzker appeared to bristle at criticism coming from across the aisle.
I draw a distinction between those who stand up in this moment and try to help and those who, hold press conferences to complain.
But House Republican Grant Worley pointed out the governor has pointed a finger of blame at the president more than once during the coronavirus outbreak.
But he has absolutely no oversight of the federal government. He has 100% oversight of IDES. It is time for this governor to step up and fix the problems with IDES and not just complain about things at the federal level. This is 100% under his control.
Governor Pritzker has credited and even said he's grateful to some of the progress from the federal government since he started complaining and criticizing the White House. Perhaps House Republicans could see some more action here as well. The governor did acknowledge that this unemployment website remains a work in progress. By the way, if you're one of those 1099 self-employed contractors in the gig economy and you're looking to file unemployment claims, the governor did say still file that application, go through the process. Even if you're denied initially, you'll be queued up and ready to go so that Illinois can process your unemployment benefits starting by the new deadline of May 11. And Jennifer, that's a month off. States like Michigan and Georgia already have their 1099 contractor benefits up and available today.
Yeah, that's still a long time away. All right, Mark, thank you. There's been a rash of missing people in central Illinois. Authorities are looking for 3. We have an update, and also tonight.
So as I step beside the person, I'm working this.
Police recruits are getting ready to join the force. What's different about the way they're training for it now?
Temperatures late last night actually were warmer than where they were this afternoon, and as a result, it's definitely been feeling pretty chilly out there today. We should normally be around 63. We were nowhere close to that. So coming up, you are calling for a cold week this week with the chance for some snow mixing in. But the good news is things do warm up by the weekend. We'll have all the latest on that next.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Steinmeier Roofing.
Introducing PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas. Intelligent window treatments that simplify your life. Just program your settings and PowerView will automatically move your shades throughout the day so you don't have to. And with a stunning array of styles, the most beautiful window treatments now become the smartest window treatments. New PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas. Contact us today to experience it yourself.
Everyone at Honda wants you to be safe. And right now, you need a car you can count on and your dealer to go the extra mile. So if your Honda needs parts or service, we're right here ready to help. Working to follow all government guidelines in order to get you what you need and help you stay safe with a reliable car that's ready to go when you need it.
WCIA 3 News is available online anywhere, anytime. Stay up to date with the latest news, sports, and weather. Just visit WCIA.com. WCIA 3, your local news leader.
I'm Jason Waller, founder of Power Home Solar, America's fastest growing solar energy company. I'm making it affordable to go solar and save thousands. Today, we'll install American-made solar panels along with a Generac backup battery system for zero money down and get an additional $1,800 off. Together, Power Home Solar and Generac are making it possible for you to own your power. Call 1-800-POWER90 today. Power Home Solar. Let the sun shine in.
Wash your hands. Avoid sick people and touching your face. There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. Brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
WCIA3 News is brought to you by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Now, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Jack Gervin.
Our high temperatures for today basically were the temperature that it was at midnight for those of you who had highs in the 50s like you see here. Where there was a cold front that was coming through, the temperatures that you see in the 40s would have been the afternoon temperatures. Unfortunately, though, it's been falling. Our temperatures have been falling all day today, and it's going to get cold again tonight. That's why there's another freeze warning that's been issued from midnight tonight until 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow morning. Now, the good news is we've seen a bit more sunshine today, which has been nice. However, we are calling for more clouds to be coming back in tonight. In fact, you can kind of see those clouds building off to the west. So we'll see an increase in clouds overnight tonight, cold conditions. But again, the reason why we were so windy today and so chilly is thanks to the big low pressure center that brought those showers and storms to our area Saturday night, and then the few spotty showers yesterday. That's all moving now over into the New England area there. And so the cooler air is just rushing in behind that, and that's where we've been for our forecast so far today. You can tell, though, temperatures are chilly. 43 degrees right now in Champaign, 44 in Mattoon, 46 in Paris, and 42 degrees in Bloomington. With our wind gusts, they've been out of the northwest, up trying 30 to 35 miles per hour. They're slowing down now, which is good, but it still is a cold wind out there. And like I said, it's going to be cold enough tonight for us to issue, or for the National Weather Service to issue a freeze warning. So drop down to near the freezing point tonight. Cloudy skies with the clouds in the increase, and winds out of the northwest still at around 10 to 20 miles per hour. And so if you are an essential worker who still needs to drive to work tomorrow morning, you've got the frost scrape alert where you may need an extra minute or two, just a quick brush that might be necessary for you tomorrow morning. Then for tomorrow afternoon, temperatures will be stuck in the middle 40s, around 45, with cloudy skies, winds out of the west at 15 to 25 miles per hour. So we should normally be around 62, 63. So we're pushing 15 to 20 degrees colder than average. So here's Wednesday morning. We've got the chance, unfortunately, for some precipitation to come in here, which could be in the form of some snow showers for us on Wednesday morning. That will then change over to some rain as temperatures get into the lower 40s, we're thinking, by the afternoon. And unfortunately, there's another chance for that rain-snow mix to be here for us on Friday as well. It's just because our temperatures are so cold right now for what should be temperatures in the 60s at this time of the year. The good news is we do warm up, though, by the weekend, and it'll be actually pretty sunny during that weekend as well, maybe a few spotty showers on Saturday. But we're definitely going to have to work for those warmer temperatures here because we could be talking about some snow showers and some rain showers during these Wednesday morning and Friday morning time frames, Jennifer.
Oh, we got to get through the week just to get to the weekend.
I know. We're really legit working for
normal.
The weekend. Yeah.
All right, thanks. So if you want to ride, you need a mask, which Mass Transit District is now requiring you to cover up. Plus, potential human remains have been found. What the Sheriff's Office is saying as they investigate.
Trust the WCIA3 Storm Team. Our experience brings you the most accurate forecast in Central Illinois and the latest weather conditions from outside in the Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing Weather Garden. WCIA3, your local weather leader.
Every day, Ameren, Illinois works to deliver reliable energy throughout the state to on-the-go families, in-the-know grandparents, and busy students. But did you know we also have ways to manage your energy? Paperless billing, outage notifications, pick a due date, auto pay, and so much more. So no matter who you are or how you use your energy, there's an option that's right for you. Learn more at amerenillinois.com/options.
A Quilting Bee carries over 6,000 bolts of fabric. You're guaranteed to find whatever it is you're looking for. With a great selection of books, patterns, and kits, you'll have everything you need from start to finish. A Quilting Bee, 406 East Main Street in Mahomet.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. To help keep you on the road, your Chevy certified service experts are here and ready to help. If you require parts, maintenance, or repairs, Chevy and its dealers remain committed to your vehicle needs. You can even schedule your appointment online. It's just our way of doing our part.
Nurses and healthcare professionals, we're on the front line. In times of crisis, we put our own health and safety at risk to save lives. All we ask is to have our own safety protected. The right to collective bargaining for fair pay and conditions protects our lives while we're protecting yours. It keeps us safe on the job. That helps everyone.
Our healthcare workers protect us. Now more than ever, we need to protect them.
Mike here with Mattex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Purchase your new Train system this spring and get 0% APR financing or up to $1,000 in instant rebates. Visit MattexService.com for details. Get the fix with Mattex.
From the technological advances in the business of farming to the policy that helps shape the industry. Watch This Week in Agribusiness, Saturday mornings at 5 on WCIA3. Sponsored by Roofs by Roger. Live from your local news leader, Jennifer Roscoe, Paul Cicchini, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Kevin Whitey and Brett Behrens on sports. You're watching WCIA3 News at 6.
Training new police officers isn't easy. It's even tougher when they can't be in the classroom together. So instructors at the U of I's Police Training Institute have had to adapt as they try to teach new recruits how to do one of the most essential jobs. WCIA3's Aaron Eads has the story.
We are the first police academy in the state of Illinois, one of the first in the United States.
Director Michael Schlosser has contributed to that legacy for more than 20 years. The pandemic was never going to stop that.
This isn't really something that can shut down, is it?
This is an essential occupation, and we need police officers on the street.
Over the years, thousands of police officer recruits have trained in this building, but this year, they won't be seeing much of it.
This is how a class full of dozens of recruits is supposed to look, but now...
Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to have recruits here, and we feel like we can learn so much more when we're interacting with the recruits in this classroom.
The good news is a lot of that can be taught online.
We can go through our PowerPoints, we can have interactions, we can answer questions and have conversations.
But a lot of it can't. New officers need to be qualified and certified in firearms, CPR, and control and arrest tactics. They have to master intense de-escalation scenarios. This is what some of that looked like before social distancing guidelines. And even though things are different now, Schlosser says they have to make it work.
There is so much in-person, hands-on training that is absolutely necessary. You can learn some things in a classroom, but it's not until you can put those things in practice in scenario-based training that things actually click.
And that means there can be no shortcuts or cutting corners.
The standard to which these officers are trained is not being compromised throughout all of this.
That is correct. We would never compromise the training. It is vital, essential that we send officers that have graduated so that they're safe, they're competent, and they're ready to hit the streets.
In Urbana, Aaron Eads, WCIA3, your local news leader.
The director says they're working with the governor to create guidelines for the in-person portions of the training, and that might take longer than usual. Recruit classes usually last 14 weeks, but the director says they might have to extend that. Once they graduate, officers get several more months of field training. They'll also be under a probationary period. All right, Craig, so I know we've been talking so much about spring sports, but summer's coming too.
Yeah, for a lot of these basketball players, they don't really get recruited because of their high school games. They get recruited over the summer for these AAU tournaments. So now that these aren't going to happen, how's that going to impact their recruitment? We talked to one of those players coming up next.
WCIA3 News is sponsored by Bash Heating and Air Conditioning.
The Viewers Club is on the news at 9 on X49. Don't miss your chance to win $100 with your Viewers Club card. Watch the news at 9 on X49 to win.
At the Roofing Dog, our employees are our family. Many have been with us for several years, and we've watched as their families have grown.
We trust and respect each employee and know they'll get the job done right. We'll respect your property and stand with us in their quality of work. Just like you depend upon the Roofing Dog to deliver a quality roof, these guys depend on us for a fair wage to support their families. At the Roofing Dog, we are family, and we look forward to welcoming you to our home.
The Weiner Companies has been buying, selling, and managing Champaign County real estate for almost 50 years. If you have rental property, call the Weiner Companies today. We are your rental, real estate, and property management experts.
You're the pro at home. Now do it with Pro Equipment. The Skag Liberty Z. Now get a 61-inch Skag Liberty Z with 0% financing with approved credit or $49.99 cash sale price for a limited time. Learn more at myskagdealer.com.
I am a Senior Corps RSVP volunteer.
I build homes and young minds. I build parks and playgrounds.
And support our nation's veterans.
I build gardens and help families with their finances.
I build healthy futures.
And organize disaster relief.
I'm a builder, and I lead by experience. How about you?
Join Senior Corps RSVP.
Lead by experience.
At seniorcorps.gov.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet has a 65-year legacy of having everything our neighbors need. That's why we've been designated an essential business to our communities, and our stores remain open during this difficult time. We take the responsibility of providing essential products and services seriously and with pride. From feed to farm supplies, hardware to auto parts, food and beverage to household supplies, even healthcare products, find your must-have items in store or buy online and pick up in our drive-thru. We're here for you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
And now, WCIA3 Sports with Craig Choate.
Most of the focus right now is geared towards those sports that are supposed to be in season right now, like high school baseball, softball, and track. But COVID-19 is also impacting the summer circuits, especially AAU basketball. Marley Weirda visited with one local athlete who was hoping to take another step this summer.
Jalen Quinn had his bags packed for Dallas and Kansas City, but will have to stay home instead.
Knowing I could have been out there and showing college coaches what I can do and just them wanting to see me play, and that's unfortunate for me and a lot of kids out there. And the only thing I can do is just keep working and just getting better while I have this time off.
The Tuscola sophomore is missing the start of his AAU basketball season with the Illinois Wolves. Most of the tournaments on the circuit are already canceled due to COVID-19. It was panning out to be a big season for Quinn, who is just starting to receive interest from Division I programs.
Like, they want to see what he can do versus the best players in the country, and he was going to have that opportunity playing with the team that he was going to play for. And so at that point, when you're playing against the best of the best, it's kind of either sink or swim, and he had kind of a little bit of a chip on his shoulder.
Tuscola head coach Justin Bozarth said Quinn showed college potential in just the 8th grade. The point guard has already taken several visits to Power 5 schools, including a few to Illinois this year.
You know, I've always grown up watching them and them being my favorite team and my dream school growing up. And just now I'm getting older and they have interest in me. It's a really big thing for me.
Quinn averaged 21 points and 7 rebounds this season, passing the 1,000-point mark with 2 years left to play. He knows he's already shown a lot, even if this year's AAU season doesn't happen.
Definitely happy that in the place I am right now, not everybody gets the attention that I have right now, and it's really good that I have it right now. Me being only a sophomore and I still have seasons ahead of me, I'm very grateful for that.
Missouri and Purdue are also showing interest, but Illinois is still at the top of the list. Reporting in Tuscola, Marley Weirda, WCIA 3 Sports.
Thank you, Marley. More changes to the Illinois women's basketball coaching staff. Nancy Fay has hired Vernette Skeet as an assistant coach. She spent the last 6 years at Marquette. At the same time, Scott Merritt, who Fay hired just a week ago, was also an assistant at Marquette. The hire moves former assistant coach Tiana Kirkland to the role of head coordinator of recruiting and director of student-athlete development. So Nancy Fay trying to shake things up, trying to get some more success here in the Big Ten.
All right, Craig, thank you. So, looking for some good news? Who isn't? We've got just the things to brighten your day. Plus, not everybody is able to get out to the grocery store. Who's making sure those people have the food they need?
Sports on WCIA3 is brought to you by PNP Heating and Cooling.
Discover the majestic look and feel of the mountains at Classic Granite and Marble. Be inspired by our selection of marble, granite, and quartz at our showroom in Champaign. Classic Granite and Marble is a proud sponsor of the Viewers Club.
Evergreen Place is an active assisted living community, perfect for the next stage of life. Every day is filled with opportunities to keep minds and bodies strong. From book clubs to cooking classes, gardening to fishing, seniors will find just the right thing to keep feeling great and loving life. Give us a call or visit us online to schedule your tour today. Evergreen Place, the place to be.
If you have an electrical, plumbing, or heating and cooling problem, there's only one home service company you need. When you want 100% satisfaction and the finest service, make things easy. Call Edelman. Edelman Inc. is a proud sponsor of the Viewers Club.
No one goes all in on made-from-scratch freshness like Papa Murphy's. We go all in on quality. All in on craft. And on the new Triple Pep, we go all in on pepperoni. Because when you go all in, people notice. This game day, go all in with the new Triple Pep, topped with 3 different kinds of pepperoni for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Tired of all the noise from your outdated water heater? Silence it with the Service Experts Advantage program. You get worry-free hot water for one low monthly payment that covers everything, including future repairs and parts, with no installation costs and no money down. Now, isn't that music to your ears? Call Chief Bauer Service Experts today to get energy-efficient hot water with the Advantage program for one low monthly payment with absolutely no money down and all future repairs included. Call Chief Bauer Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS.
It's time for the biggest sale of the year. It's time for the Toro Spring Sales Event. It's time to head to your local Toro dealer, where you can save up to $750 on select Toro Z-Masters, up to $600 on select Toro Time Cutters, and up to $500 on select Toro Grandstands and Titan HDs, plus special financing offers on brand new Toro equipment. Toro, count on it.
See Double Y Sales and Service in Cessna Park or Hedge to Edge Mower Shop in Monticello.
The American Red Cross urgently needs blood and platelet donations and asks healthy donors to schedule an appointment to give during this coronavirus outbreak. Patients are counting on life-saving transfusions. Visit redcrossblood.org.
WCIA3 News is sponsored by Bard Optical.
So we are still calling for cold conditions for a majority of the week, and so overnight tonight temperatures will drop to around 32, which will make for a chilly start to the day tomorrow, and then most of tomorrow should be cold as well. So if you do anticipate getting some fresh air tomorrow, keep in mind that nothing's going to stop you from getting out, but it will be chilly out there for a majority of the day. The good news is, though, once we get to the weekend, temperatures are much better. They're warmer, and it'll be relatively dry as well. Just a few spotty showers Sunday, but temperatures will be back into the 50s and 60s by that time. But we'll talk about the cold forecast here in a little bit. Jennifer?
All right, thank you, Jack. All right, looking for a bright spot? Hey, we've got it. Here's Rosie. She is a therapy dog. Well, she can't go to a regular job at the hospital because of the outbreak. So Barbara says instead she's bringing joy to everyone who stops by her yard. Here's one from Deb in Tuscola. They've made a mask stand there, weather permitting. They're giving away face masks, but would gladly take a donation or even supplies to make more. And check this out. Rhonda sent this one to us. Her son and his wife had their first child on Good Friday. The family waited outside on the hospital lawn to get their first glimpse. Can you see? You got to look real closely where all the hearts are in a circle right there. Her son held Grant Franklin Wilson at the window for all to see after he was born. It's kind of a Lion King moment there. We want to see your pictures and videos. Email us or send them on Facebook. We'll have a post at the top of our page for you to share what you are seeing every day. All right, it's a time when every penny counts. What financial advisors are saying you should be doing right now. Plus, police are investigating a deadly shooting, and now the mayor is getting involved. We'll be back right after that.
PDR Automotive in Urbana will provide all of your maintenance needs for personal or fleet vehicles. Tire sales and service, quality brake service, computer system diagnostics, and programming. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Matt Minster here with Olivia, and we're talking easy energy savings tips for your kitchen.
So, I made a list of all the things in the kitchen that use energy so we can figure out ways to save.
Sounds like a plan.
Turn off the coffee pot.
Don't stand in front of an open fridge longer than you need to.
Air dry your dishes.
See, that's a lot of ways to save, and it can really add up if you do all of them.
What about this one?
Oh, yeah. For more tips, go to AmerenIllinois.com/savingsmadeeasy.
A selection to fit any budget. Cabinet City Granite and Marble has the quality materials and excellent craftsmanship to help you create the rooms you've always wanted. Come visit our showroom in Tilton today and discover what Cabinet City can do for you.
At HSHS Medical Group, our promise is simple: patient-first care.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6:30.
Time to take a look at the top local stories of the day. 74 more people have died because of coronavirus in Illinois. The state's death toll is now at 794. Public health officials say there are more than 1,100 new cases of COVID-19, and that brings the total cases to around 22,000 in 87 counties. Now, 31 of Macon County's 42 cases are tied to Fairhaven's senior living indicator. The CDC and public health have guidelines for facilities after they have confirmation of a positive test. That includes ending all group activities, performing temperature checks for residents and staff, and limiting visitation to essential personnel. More than 500,000 workers in Illinois tried to file claims for unemployment benefits in a span of just 5 weeks. Many are still trying to apply. Today, the governor said the state is hiring outside consultants to get the unemployment benefit system up to speed. Several cases of people disappearing have popped up around central Illinois over the weekend. Now, agencies all over the area are looking for help finding them. WCIA 3's Andy Olson takes a look at the cases.
Champaign police say a 23-year-old man disappeared Thursday. Now they need help finding Jeremy Wallace, who was visiting family in Champaign from Chicago. Police say, quote, around 10:30 p.m., Mr. Wallace left his family's residence and approximately 45 minutes later was seen at a local business. He has not been heard from since. Just north in McLean County, 31-year-old Tyler Graff also disappeared. The McLean County Sheriff's Office says they had a team searching around his home in Downs on Saturday, but they weren't able to come up with anything. They say Graff has officially been put on the missing persons list. They had patrols in the Downs area on Monday. The Sheriff's Office says anything is on the table as the reason for his disappearance. In Shelby County, the Sheriff's Office is looking for a 29-year-old who they say is possibly in danger. Kimberly Mattingly was last heard from on April 5th. The Sheriff's Office says Mattingly was last seen getting into a blue car with a man. Her phone later pinged in Effingham, but they say they have no other information on her location. Back in Champaign, police aren't sure if Wallace is in danger. Police and other agencies are hoping that circulating these pictures will help locate each person as soon as possible. In Champaign, Andy Olson, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Those are all separate cases, but police need your help in each one. Information for how to send tips to each agency can be found on our website at WCIA.com. The Vermilion County Sheriff's Office is investigating after possible human remains were found in Indianola. They were found in a field on Friday. The coroner says they haven't been ordered to give an autopsy related to the case yet, but yesterday the Sheriff's Office said testing needed to be done to make sure they were human. Police arrested a teenager accused of shooting a man in Champaign. It happened Saturday morning on Edgebrook Drive. A 20-year-old was shot and will survive. Over the weekend, police got an arrest warrant for a 17-year-old. They found him and arrested him today, but aren't saying who it is. The suspect is expected to be charged with aggravated battery with a firearm. Urbana police are still looking for whoever shot and killed a 15-year-old Saturday night. It happened on Philo Road between Michigan and Laurel around 6:30. Police say Terrius Pettis was shot while riding his bike. The teenager was pronounced dead at the hospital. Now city leaders are taking action. Urbana's mayor says this was a group of teens who've had a past of gun violence between them. She says this is a reminder. This is a battle city leaders are still facing.
Even though our everyday routines have just been swept away in the past month, all the underlying issues and challenges that we were dealing with a month ago are still there, and in many cases made a lot worse because of the lack of structure, the lack of school.
Police say there are no suspects in custody and are asking anyone with information, photos or video, to contact the department. Springfield police are investigating after a teenager was shot in that city. Happened yesterday on West North Grand near North Columbia Avenues. They say a 19-year-old drove himself to the hospital after he was shot in the back. Police say the car he drove was also hit. The victim is expected to survive. A man and his girlfriend were charged in court today for firing shots into someone's home back on Friday. Cameron Busby and Aaliyah Lewis were arrested on East Colorado Avenue near Cottage Grove. Police were called there because of gunshots. 21-year-old Lewis is now charged with aggravated battery to a peace officer and resisting a peace officer. Investigators say she scratched and kicked one officer and broke another's thumb. Busby, who's 19, is charged with firing the shots and illegal possession of a weapon by a felon. Crews were on the scene of a fire in Rantoul for 6 hours overnight. It happened near North Girard Street and East Grove Avenue. The fire started just after midnight. We told you about this one on our WCIA3 News app. The fire chief says the building used to be a Mexican restaurant. 3 fire departments responded. The chief says when they first got there, flames were coming out of the door.
We had the first fire knocked down, and we're mopping up some hot spots on the roof, and then and found out that there was a second fire in the building to the north and pushing out heavy smoke, so we had to go ahead and take care of that one also. The building where that fire spread to is an apartment building. Rantoul's mayor says no one was hurt, but the buildings are a total loss. He wasn't able to tell us anything about the people who lived inside. They're still trying to figure out a cause. It was a wild day of weather across the Midwest, where Old Man Winter is still making himself a pest. So could we be seeing some of that here in central Illinois? Jack's back to let us know.
WCIA3 News is brought to you by Dr. G's Brainworks.
Steam cleaning your car is the natural way to blast out dirt, grime, and bacteria. Recontex gets into the vents and hiding places, and right now, if you're a nurse, doctor, or police officer, you can get a free steam cleaning of your front cabin. Thank you for the hard work you're doing at this uncertain time. Recontex Ultra Strong Steam Cleaning for any vehicle. RecontexSpringfield.com.
Recontex, proof is in the performance.
You can't buy a best friend. You can love them, pet them, care for them, whether they want you to or not. You can take a picture, you can jump, yell, you can fly to the moon, travel the world, or just stay in bed. You can't buy a best friend like that, but you can adopt one. 'Cause we're connected.
Right now, staying connected is more important than ever, and fast, reliable, secure internet from Xfinity can help. We have plans to fit every budget, with speeds up to a gig, all at Xfinity.com. We'll ship you a self-install kit that makes setup quick, safe, and easy. No tech visit required. And our simple digital tools will help you manage your account online. At Xfinity, we're committed to keeping you connected. Find great offers and value today at Xfinity.com.
This right here is the new papadilla, which, if I'm not mistaken, is Latin for better than a sandwich. Even has a better pickle. Get a new papadilla for $6. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
When you need to know the weather will be in the coming week, tune in to WCIA3's 7-day forecast. You can count on our team of meteorologists, Kevin Livey, Adam Claybon, Jack Gervin, and Amelia Henderson for the most accurate 7-day forecast. Sponsored by Edelman. WCIA3 News is sponsored by Ryan Dallas Real Estate. Now Now, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Jack Gervin.
It was a crazy day of weather on Easter Sunday. Tornadoes and severe weather to the south, and in the north here in Wisconsin where this video is taken, it was snow that continued well into today. Total snowfall of 6 to 10 inches fell near the Wausau area. Some areas got up to 16 inches, and there could be more tomorrow, but it should be gone by the weekend with temperatures in the 50s that are expected there. One of my meteorology friends, he works in Wisconsin. They actually had a record amount of Easter snow that fell yesterday. And then down into the southeast, as we mentioned, there was the large severe weather outbreak that occurred there. So that's all thanks to the big system that came through. It's the reason why we are cooler for today as well as for the rest of the week. So we'll start with some good news. The best of the 7-day will be Saturday. Temperatures will be around 57 with the sunny skies that will be expected there. Temperatures will be warmer for the weekend. I'll move out of the way first to show you that. We've got temperatures at 57 Saturday, even warmer on Sunday with a few rain showers, and it looks to be the case on Monday too with 60s. Unfortunately though, we've got 40s. It'll be highs for us here Tuesday through Friday, where we should normally be around the 60s. So it's going to be a cooler than normal forecast here for pretty much the entire rest of the week. Once you get to the weekend, things look to be better. But it was cold today. Storm Tracker Doppler is quiet. We do have clouds coming in on the satellite, so we are expecting there to be mostly cloudy skies by the overnight hours tonight. But the big system, the big low, is now moving through parts of the New England area now, and the cold front is actually off the coast now. So it's going to be, at this point now, a much more cold but quiet forecast for a lot of the U.S. So your cast, low temperatures overnight tonight because a lot of us will be underneath clear skies initially, becoming more cloudy, and because the air is already cold, we've got lows expected to fall down into the low 30s, potentially even some upper 20s overnight tonight. That's why there is a freeze warning for a majority of the viewing area from midnight tonight until 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow morning. Then for our Tuesday, we'll see partly to mostly cloudy skies. Winds will be still out of the west, northwest or so. So it will be, once again, a chilly day, and temperatures stuck in the middle to upper 40s. Maybe a few spots sneak into 50 in some of our southern viewing area communities. But overall, though, most of us will be in the 40s. Unfortunately, though, we are calling for the chance of some snow since we are calling for these cold temperatures to last most of the week. And with the overnight temperatures expected to generally get right around 32, whenever we have some precipitation coming in, that's going to be the chance for it to maybe show up in the form of some snow, and that's what we have for Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning, now this is showing up as all blue right now. We probably will have a little bit of a mix occurring at this time, but we are still expecting there to be the chance for some snowflakes to be in the area for us on Wednesday morning. That'll change over to some snow showers by later on in the day, Wednesday. And then also for us Thursday night going into Friday, we'll probably have the same thing occurring there as well with another system that comes through, again, because things are so chilly this week. So again, we are looking to be warmer for the weekend. The problem is, though, we could be dealing with a couple chances for some rain snow mixes to get to that point. But things do look to be better. Maybe a few spotty rain showers late Saturday night into Sunday morning. But overall, though, things will be pretty quiet this week in terms of the total amount of precipitation. Still, though, it's never nice to talk about a chance of a wintry mix here as we're now going into the middle of April for Wednesday and Friday there. There's probably going to be a chance of some snow in the morning, changing over to some rain showers by the afternoon on both of those days.
All right, Jack, thank you so much. We have breaking news for you now. Officials in Macoupin County are looking for a person who escaped from the jail last night. They say William Kavanaugh went into a closet, crawled through the ceiling, and out a second-story window. Video from outside the jail shows him walking south. Police believe another inmate helped him escape. Kavanaugh is described as a white man, 5'11", 210 pounds, with red hair and brown eyes. If you know anything, call the Macoupin County Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers. Buses are still running throughout central Illinois, but one city now has a special requirement before you can ride.
In a hurry but need to know the forecast? Watch Weather on the Threes with meteorologist Adam Claiborne for the most accurate forecast every 10 minutes. Weather on the Threes, weekdays on The Morning Show on WCIA 3.
The water was left on in my shower. I took a step and I approximately had about 2 inches of water. Anyone who has issues like this, they really need to use Mental. Your stress is relieved when you're talking with them. They are just hands down the best.
Now at Jets, choose between a small salad, any classic sub, Jets bread with sauce, a medium one-topping hand-tossed round pizza, or a small one-topping Detroit-style pizza. Pick 2 or more and get each for $6.49. Jets, better because it has to be.
You live for moments like these.
So let Heartland Bank help you plan for moments like this, while leaving plenty of time for this. Spend less time managing your money with Heartland Bank's digital banking options. Heartland Bank, helping you plan for those moments while living in this one. Heartland Bank, equal housing lender.
At Ostling & Associates, we handle bankruptcy and only bankruptcy. When you need help, call Ostling & Associates. There's only a $750 fee for single filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Bankruptcy questions? Visit our website at bcyhelp.com. An emergency bankruptcy can stop foreclosures, judgments, repossessions, utility shutoffs, and court proceedings. Call Ostling & Associates with 20 Illinois offices to serve you. Call Ostling & Associates now and stop the collection calls.
Keep up to date with CI Living CI On The Go app. You can watch segments about cooking, community events, contests, and more. And best of all, it's free. It's the CI On The Go app from CI Living and WCIA 30.
Come Monday night, I'll be saying the weekend was way, way too short. And the work week is going to be a long one.
I'm so tired, I'm going to cry.
You cry like you get. What I need is an hour of laughs.
He's my friend, best friend. Okay, look, slow down a little bit, Dave.
It's a full hour of funny. A new neighborhood, followed by a new Bob Hearts Abishola. Tonight, starting at 8/7 Central on CBS.
It's time for the 2020 Golf Tour Extravaganza. Experience over 20 different golf courses throughout Central Illinois for only $89.99. Go to WCIA.com/golf to get your Golf Tour Extravaganza card today.
The news continues here on WCIA3, your local news leader.
More people have been wearing face masks since the CDC recommended them in public places. But in at least one place in Central Illinois, they're required. WCIA3's Gabrielle Franklin explains.
If you take the bus in Springfield, you will need a new accessory to get on board starting this week. Sangamon Mass Transit District announced via social media that starting Wednesday, a mask or face covering will be required to board and ride a bus. Essential businesses around the city of Springfield are now required to recommend that people cover their faces. Traditional surgical masks are becoming harder and harder to find in stores, but Mayor Langfelder says if you're having trouble finding these, someone in your neighborhood should be able to help you find a reasonable alternative.
They are backlogged with regards to the dust particle mask, but again, there are individuals, and this is what's happening with the coronavirus, is you're seeing new opportunity where people are actually doing almost like pop-up businesses or, doing service to others. And one of those is with individuals making masks.
Others have even called on people to make their own coverings. The U.S. Surgeon General putting out this message on YouTube.
Here's how you can make your own face covering in a few easy steps with items you can find around the house.
One sewer in Springfield admits while making the mask isn't difficult, finding the materials to make them have become increasingly harder, telling WCIA that items like elastic are in short supply with high demand right now. And if you don't have access to a face mask, the mayor's asking you to cover up the best way you can. In Springfield, Gabrielle Franklin, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Besides bus riders covering their faces, the transit district is also requiring bus drivers to wear the masks. Now, Sangamon Mass Transit isn't the only district calling for face coverings. Decatur Public Transit is also encouraging riders to wear a mask or cloth covering. The city's public manager says right now it's a suggestion for public safety, but starting next Monday, it will be a requirement there as well. If you're looking for something to do at home, financial advisors say, look at your money. Plus, they say we are better together. How one group is making people who can't get to the grocery store, making sure they're stacked up.
WCIA3 News is sponsored by Bash Heating and Air Conditioning.
The Viewers Club is on the news at 9 on X49. Don't miss your chance to win $100 with your Viewers Club card. Watch the news at 9 on X49 to win.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it.
It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. To help keep you on the road, your Chevy certified service experts are here and ready to help. If you require parts, maintenance, or repairs, Chevy and its dealers remain committed to your vehicle needs. You can even schedule your appointment online. It's just our way of doing our part.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's. We're in this together.
Thousands of memories will be placed on your kitchen table. So choose one that will hold those memories longer. When you buy right, it stays right. Year after year, into the next generation. Wright's Furniture and Flooring, making you right at home.
Sun problems? Shade Solutions. We specialize in commercial and residential shade products with over 130 years of combined experience. We'll help you find the right product to fit your needs. Shade Solutions.
Storm Tracker on WCIA3, sponsored by SK Exteriors.
Still snowing in areas.
We track every storm because no two storms are the same.
Have been tracking into the
SK Exteriors Storm Tracker on WCIA3.
With all the cancellations, quarantines, and fears, WCIA3 is the first place to turn to for local information about the coronavirus. Stay informed. Stay tuned to WCIA3, your local news leader.
This is WCIA3 News, your local news leader.
Most of you are at home right now, and financial advisors say you should take advantage of that. They say it's a good time to focus on personal finances and not get caught up in unnecessary spending. Getting a document of how much money you're bringing in and how much money you owe is also beneficial. And just because you are saving money by not going out to eat or shopping doesn't mean you should go and spend it on something else.
Now is really the perfect time to reflect backwards, but to look forwards and to, look at developing that plan and to meet with a trusted professional and to focus on the things that you can control.
Now, there are plenty of financial advisors still meeting with clients virtually. The Champaign and Urbana school districts have been giving out food and other supplies to families throughout the pandemic. Now they're getting extra help to make sure they can keep doing that as long as needed. WCIA3's Karina Rubio found out how.
Between nonprofits and local community churches, this program is up and running as we speak.
It's a long list of helping hands. Over 30 organizations so far, including United Way of Champaign County. United Way applied for a grant from the Illinois COVID Relief Fund and received $250,000. Of that, $65,000 are being used to kickstart a group called See You Better Together.
And that was $65,000 to kick off and get that fund ready to go right now. Families need to eat. Kids, they shouldn't have to worry about that.
One of the reasons why See You Better Together is really beneficial to both school districts is it coordinates all of those individuals who really have a giving heart, who really want to give back to the community.
The group is a way to streamline all the relief efforts from nonprofits and faith-based groups in the county. Champaign and Urbana school districts have been able to provide 5 breakfasts and 5 lunches weekly. See You Better Together will take care of dinner and weekends and operate through the district's existing distribution centers.
A lot of the families who are coming or receiving our resources for their children will also be those same recipients for these additional meals and the food that they'll need to kind of sustain their whole family.
We care about our neighbors and that we're willing to roll up our sleeves to make things happen. Even if it's in just a week, it can happen. And we are so much stronger when we do things together.
In Champaign County, Karina Rubio, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Now, as Karina said, CU Better Together put $65,000 toward this effort so far, but the goal is to reach $250,000. You can donate on the United Way of Champaign County's website. There's a link at WCIA.com. And CU Better Together is a big team working to fight food insecurity. Some of the other organizations include the Community Foundation of East Central Illinois, the CU Schools Foundation, and the Stevens Family YMCA. A windy start to the week, but the sun did peek out. What does the rest of the week look like? We'll take a look.
Sports on WCIA3 is brought to you by PNP Heating and Cooling.
If you don't have a primary care provider on your wellness team, you may want to consider developing an ongoing relationship with the provider. You may have received treatment at Convenient Care recently and found it very efficient. Convenient Care is ideal for many medical conditions when your primary care provider is not available, but it should not replace the ongoing relationship with the provider who is managing your overall health. Stay well with Christie Clinic and build a relationship with a provider today.
WCIA3 News is brought to you by the Central Illinois Honda dealers.
Steam cleaning your car is the natural way to blast out dirt, grime, and bacteria. Recontex gets into the vents and hiding places, and right now, if you're a nurse, doctor, or police officer, you can get a free steam cleaning of your front cabin. Thank you for the hard work you're doing at this uncertain time. Recontex Ultra Strong Steam Cleaning for any vehicle. RecontexSpringfield.com.
Recontex, proof is in the performance.
Mike here with Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Purchase your new Train system this spring and get 0% APR financing or up to $1,000 in instant rebates. Visit MatexService.com for details. Get the fix with Matex.
At Casey's, we're here for our town, now more than ever, which is why we're here with the made-from-scratch pizza you love, and here for the folks working hard to keep things running smoothly. Because even in these uncertain times, one thing never changes. We're all here, in this together. Now get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $9.99 each. Casey's, here for our community, here for good.
We are quality residential and commercial fencing, roofing, siding, and more. We are all things exteriors. We are the fence that keeps your kids playing safe in the yard. And the new roof and siding that keeps your home protected from the elements. We are an experienced and professional team that can handle anything you send our way. We are SK Exteriors, installers of quality.
Don't spend your time wandering around the web. For the most concise local news and accurate weather coverage, turn to WCIA.com.
Today on the morning show, we told you where crews were battling a fire. And tomorrow, a doctor from Christie Clinic will tell us how to properly use a mask.
And it's still going to be windy, but it's looking like it is going to be chilly again, too. We'll talk about if that will impact your forecast for later into the week, starting up at 5.
Okay, back to our breaking news about the person who escaped from the jail in Macoupin County last night. They say William Kavanaugh went into a closet, crawled through the ceiling, out of the second-story window. Video from outside the jail shows him walking south. Officials believe another inmate helped him escape. Kavanaugh is described as a white man, 5'11", red hair, brown eyes. Here is a picture of him. Remember, this happened in Macoupin County. If you know anything, if you have seen him, call the Macoupin County Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers.
It'll be a chilly night tonight, and that will make for a chilly day tomorrow. Mostly cloudy with a high of only 45. Most of this week is actually going to be in the 40s, where we should normally be in the lower to middle 60s. The problem is, too, with the cooler air, comes with a chance of a wintry mix on Wednesday as well as Friday. So a couple snowflakes will be possible here during the morning hours of both of those days. The good news is, by the weekend, things get warmer, and those chances for rain showers on Sunday look to be very spotty.
Is it sticking?
Better not be. We're gonna have more on that today.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you.
2020 is turning out to be a challenging year for all of us. I'm Matt Moore, President and CEO of the Shelter Insurance Companies. Shelter's agents and employees are focused on helping our customers through this crisis. For those dealing with devastating storms and accidents, we can handle claims using technology and social distancing. For new customers, we can provide many coverage options via email and phone calls. We are here to help you with your insurance needs during this crisis and in the years to come. Thank you, and please stay safe.
Tapman's Car Star would like to thank everyone who voted our business #1 for collision repair in the News Gazette's People's Choice Award. Tapman is a trusted name in collision repair. Be assured we're working even harder to remain the team you trust. Thank you.
As a former Lieutenant Commander, U.S. Navy, and 25 years of helping injured clients, I have the experience and reputation you need to fight the insurance companies on your behalf. With me on your side, I'll make sure they pay you every penny you deserve. So if you or a loved one have been injured in a car accident, call me, Baku Patel. There are no fees unless I recover money for you. So call me at 217-384-1111. I'm here to help.
When you want to work in your garden or just be outside, check in with WCIA3's weather team for their 7-day forecast, sponsored by Edelman. When you need to know what the weather will be today, tomorrow, or this week, you can count on Chief Meteorologist Kevin Whitey, Adam Claybon, Jack Gervin, and Amelia Henderson to give you the most accurate forecast. They'll help you plan your week with a 7-day forecast from WCIA3, your local weather leader. Sponsored by Edelman Electric Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Hickory River Smokehouse is open 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. with drive-thru and delivery. There's nothing better than real Texas barbecue, and no better place to get it than Hickory River Smokehouse. Visit the drive-thru or call your favorite location for delivery options.
Your latest news on the coronavirus pandemic at 10.